Ooh, Scorpio. Somebody's about to be putty in your hands, or you're about to be putty in theirs. Whatever it is, old shit that kept you down, old stuff that kept you from feeling, loving, or in any way, shape, or form, like whatever you were had for so long been kept numb to, it's melting away. There's a break, there's a chance, there's a light through the dark that you will, I think most of you will just skate right through. But there's definitely this sense of the end of whatever it was that was controlling you. Now, some of these things that were controlling you, I know. What can control a Scorpio? Their own fears, their own regrets, their own depths, that sadness that eats away at them over and over again. Shit that was put in your head from the time you were a kid. And this is the end of that. This is when you get to basically say to your past and actually start over. There's a rebirth, there's a renewal here of your life, of your second chance. There is absolutely a fresh start. And how do we get fresh starts? That's because you have reached that point in Labyrinth where you look at the Goblin King and say, you have no power over me. You're only here because I constructed you. The demons that you are, I made you. I house you. I control you. You don't control me. And for the first time, you understand it. And this has been inspired by a great deal of love, and a great love that has come to you in your life, in your lap. A beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous love. Yeah, I'm saying it. I'll say it again. It's a love of yourself. It's a love of life. And I'll tell you right now, there are surprises here, because it's also going to take you to get out of a situation that just isn't serving you. It's not for you. It's a situation that in lots of ways was held to that old part of you that you thought you were, what you thought you deserved, right? And so there's the ability now to just not let that have any control over you. No power, it doesn't have a say over me anymore. The past is really, truly gone. And this is a beautiful time in your life, especially if you're around the midlife mark, wherever people consider that. Some people consider it 40, some people consider it 50, 55, it depends. But ultimately, your past has no power over you from this point on. And it's not all going to happen tomorrow for you, right? For all of you. But there is definitely commitment and money coming in that are coming up from the depths. Like I don't think it's your depths. I think it's just the depths of surroundings and environment and circumstance. Things that have been, anything that was hidden is going to be unearthed. But there's a bit of chaos here. And I have to say this to you. This is not going to come in a way that you expected it. I think you expect it to come, and you are correct in that. And your intuition has felt it for quite some time. But it is not. It's an interesting way that it's coming to you. It's through some sort of connection, maybe with somebody who is younger than yourself. Somebody who is more like somebody that you would mentor, somebody that you would, and this is not the relationship. This is actually what connects you to the relationship. If it's relationship that you're like romance that you're looking for, or this is what connects you to the network that you're looking for to advance in the ways that you desire. There has been a great deal of cathartic moments that have happened for you that have gotten you to where you are right now, to the point where you just don't have to deal with the bullshit anymore. And for those of you in karmic partnerships, be ready to be done. And just be very happy that it's over, right? Lots of times as water signs, we don't like to let go. Well, you're going to love letting go. And I tell you, as soon as you let go, it's almost like the universe was like, well, I was waiting on you. Because as soon as you let go, there is this wave that wants to rush you. There's this weird encounter. It's a surprise encounter, and that's just because of the way that the way that a lot of signs are still, a lot of energies are still in Aquarius. Just how things are playing off of each other right now. Do not miss the subtleties, man. Do not. I'm just going to let you know this right now. Your intuition will tell you. It's that deep vibration inside that will tell you, especially now, around this energy of when you're watching this video, those intuitive energies will let you know something is different. There is something more to what I'm being asked to do right now. Something more, not in, oh, it's subverted or it's trying to trick you, but something more as in, it's going to mean a lot more down the road. It's going to be a lot more of something than it seems right now. And that's exciting, right? It is. And it should excite you, and it should kind of like light up your fire. In a really ecstatic way. We had this card last week, I believe, and it's here again. So it's literally asking you the underpinnings, the mastery, the hard work. What have you really been working on? And this is almost like that time when, if you've had any ego, you're able to release it. You're able to just let it the fuck go. Like, let all that ego, a fiery climax approaches, done with that crap. It's not about me. It's not about me competing against me or competing against anybody else or the way that I look. No, I'm going to put my ego aside and decide to learn something. You know, start as a beginner. Start as like an open-minded child. Be okay with and happy to admit, I don't know anything about this. This is my start over. You know, it's like taking ballet class in a room full of 5-year-olds and you're 45, but there's no ego. There's no ego. There's like, if this is where I am, this is where I am. This is my 5 years old now. This is but the wonderful thing about your 5 years old now is that it is founded on your wisdom. You don't sacrifice all that you've earned. You've earned this new start. So that's how you know to like not let your ego get in the way. I'm gonna be good. So go and look for it, is what I'm saying. Go and look for that opportunity. Go and sign up for that class. Go and try that thing that you've always wanted to try, but don't try it. Do it. And if you fail, you keep doing it until you don't fail. This is a wonderful time when ego will be displaced. Ego will be displaced and out of your way. And there's a magnetism and charisma about you already that's going to call in and draw in somebody through this new conduit. I'm telling you how it's going to work and how it's going to happen, but you don't have to listen to me. But I hope you will. There's always the extended. That link is below. That's 2-in-1. That's your romance reading and your extended reading. 2-in-1 down there. You can subscribe directly to Vimeo too, so you get instantly notified when I upload the videos. This is interesting, right? A fiery climax approaches. A confrontation. And that's when this card popped out, that's exactly what I felt. Like you're about to hand somebody their shit, or they're about to hand you yours. But whatever it is, it's for the best, because ultimately, Scorpio, this is exactly what you need. You've been spending too much time and wasting too much energy on keeping this all to yourself. Yeah. Don't give up though. See, this is something that was getting in your way, and it's got to stop. And that's why you ram it the fuck out of your way, or it comes to a conclusion. It's got to be done. It's got to be over. And I do think it has a lot to do with something you held on to because of your ego. And you know that nobody could come up in your business and tell you, you know what, Scorpio, you're just holding on to this for your ego's sake. You would have ripped their head off, even though they would have been right. This was a conclusion that you had to come to by yourself, or else you would have fought it. And maybe that was part of the reason why you hung on to it for so long. You were constantly at war with it. You were constantly fighting. You were constantly trying to justify it and defend it because somebody dared to come and warn you about it before you were willing to accept it. But ultimately, now you know. You've come to this conclusion. And we need to. You need to feel all the little crevices and get all the details to be sure. You're at that point now where you know that it really was about an ego enforced attachment that once the realization is there, it's like, it's so easy for you to be like, well, I'm free. It'll also be easier for you to say, I know everybody's like, Scorpios don't apologize. That's bullshit. I was wrong, but I needed to get there myself. That's the only thing you were wrong about, was that you tried to and maybe that's not what you were trying to do. And I don't think that if people have tried to warn you about this before, that they were trying to force you. I think they were just trying to help you because they loved you. And what the wonderful thing about it is now you recognize that love. Now you realize, oh, okay. You recognize the love because the ego isn't in the way to defend or prove yourself right. You recognize that love coming from that resource too. So there's a lot of healing that's going on here too. Hold your vision is now that shit is out of your way, you can actually get right with what you've been having difficulties with. And keep working on it in a humbled way, in an innocent way. I couldn't believe that these two cards came out together. You have the child and you have the man. This could be an innocent man, this could be an innocent man. This could be a childish man, immaturity, something about being immature. Maybe somebody that you know is going through this right now and they're actually growing up, or this is a child and a man that's entering into your life. Interesting, right? Interesting. But it's definitely why I couldn't believe it was the full life cycle. It was boys to men, ABC, BBD. The East Coast family, you know what I'm saying. I know you know it. But this was the full circle. In other words, this is what finally makes you grow up. It finally allows you to put aside all those immature things you were holding on to, including traumas, sadnesses. It finally allows you to put the kid away and be like, you're gone now, kid. You're done. And I mean that with the full sense of the word, in that the child is now dead. But it's dead because you're alive and you're the adult. It's like we have to let go of our childhood in order to become the rest of our lives and whatever we want to make of ourselves. And that's the power of this moment. And it's going to be so fucking subtle. Oh, Scorpio. And I know subtleties are not your most favorite thing. I get it. You're more that slam punch right to the finish, right? But this is subtlety. And the thing is this, the subtle things of this energy are going to impact the rest of your life. These subtle shifts. It's like these little things are being put in place now that define you for the next 40, 50 years. Conclusions are within reach. Truth. Amen. Hallelujah. And I think these are conclusions of your mind. Conclusions of just realizations. And finally you understand and finally you get it. And finishes. Being ready to put something to sleep. A win-win outcome is forecast. This is Libra. But what this tells me is, first and foremost, you're in a very balanced place. You're not in a place where everything is, it's once you let go of all that craziness, it's like your life comes back in. It's like you've returned. It's connectivity. It's going from the self to the connected. Really interesting. And this is Libra energy, which is, of course, the energy of partnership. Venus is now still in Aquarius. There's just this balancing out now. In other words, finding an equal, a partner or your partnership itself equalizing. and not being so extreme or one-sided. I am truth. This is trusting your instincts. Both of these things came out. You know what you want to say. You know what you know. You understand it intuitively. You absolutely are so certain of this intuitively, but you sort of hold back and discriminate against yourself, or you've not spoken your mind in this circumstance before. You know that it is true. This is a confirmation, but at the same time, you've kind of held back, doubted yourself, doubted your own intuition's validity, when it's like, no, your intuition is dead on. Your intuition is your best friend, but you've stayed back from it for a little while. And it's because of your scars. It's because of your traumas. It's not because you're not worthy. It's not because you're correct, that you don't deserve something better, or that it's like constantly trying to defend somebody else in some sense of the word. Check this out. Done with control, done with authority, done with whatever was bullying you or lording over you. It's finished. It's over with. Now, this could be literal if you had some sort of like patriarchal or even matriarchal figure that just kind of fucked you up. It's like you're done with that. You're over it. And your heart finally gets to love again, because it was hidden beneath so much crap. Check this out. Take a break. Take a rest. Let somebody else take care of you. This is destruction and disaster. You're taking a break from all this hellishness. So this is going to be a very peaceful time for you, where you actually enjoy the peace and don't go looking for more trouble, because the hell is where you think you belong. That's not true. I'm sorry. That's low vibrational scorpionic energy. You do not belong in hell. You are the bridge between life and death. You are the bridge. You are not the condemnation. So any low fucking vibrational people out there who are still always in suffering and always in pain, because you put yourself there. All that's done. Over it. Taking a break from that shit. Taking a break from the martyrdom. Taking a break from extremities. Taking a break from self-condemnation. Taking a break from that shit. It's time for it to be over. Roots. By getting to the root of your problem. That's what you're sussing out. What caused all of this? And you're finally able to see it, grapple it, and end it. Money is coming in. And this goes deep. I don't know if you're getting money from family or something like that, but whatever it is, this money goes deep. It's definitely secured, and so does this commitment. Look at, you've got wealth and money that goes fucking deep, and it's about to pop the fuck off, Scorpio. Could be something that you've worked very, very hard on, but it's also saying, whenever where finances are concerned right now, dig very deep, go very deep. Don't let somebody fuck around you or trick you or believe them because you're too scared or you're too intimidated or whatever. I don't know. You don't want to ask a question. Do not dig very deep and be very secure. Make sure your money has very secure roots, and it does. It's like cha-ching, cha-ching, baling, baling. It's coming in, but it's also this ring. It's a fairy energy. It's a nurturing wealth, taking care of it. The roots also represent that Virgo energy of cultivation, cultivating money. You're cultivating money. Something that you've been working very hard on is actually coming to fruition now. It's like the sprouts just popped up. If you like this video so far, because you still got a bunch more, your animal spirit guide messages as well as your angel messages are coming up. But if you like this video so far, please like it and share it to your social media platforms, because that really helps the channel grow. Also, subscribe to the channel. And be sure you click all notifications in that notification bell so that you know when I upload all your favorite content. Scorpio specific content comes out every Tuesday, but I do all 12 zodiac signs, and you know you're not just a sun sign. Always check out your moon sign and your rising sign at least. And you have all 12 signs with unique messages all to their own. Not time specific, but definitely new ones come out every week. So don't miss them. Always new ones come out over on Vimeo too. There's an extended for every single video here. So you can subscribe over there and get access to those videos about a day before. The link will come up here. And you'll also get access to the free weekly astrological forecast, which I post over there as well. And then join me on Instagram, because Monday through Friday, I do daily live tarot readings and we get to interact and be live with each other. And those readings are for all signs. So join me. You can find me at born_without_boundaries. Okay, all right, Scorpio. What is this? Sagittarius energy. Not wanting to move, not wanting to shift, not wanting to go places, not wanting to budge, being very conservative about things, having a hard time. Yeah, you were stuck on something. This is an underlining energy since it came way back. This could also be somebody who is foxy, somebody who is manipulative, somebody who is not trustworthy, or really who has not been good for your life. Use your mind wisely. So yeah, you can tell that there's definitely a fox in the coop, that somebody's basically somebody's starting something, got to be starting something. And you can tell, and you can sense where the deadbeatness is. You can sense where the finish or the stop to all your energy and all your vitality, where it ended, where it stopped. You can see, you know where it is. Call it out. Call it out, because it needs to be called out. This is interesting energy, because there's lots of abundance. There's lots of multiplying abundance. Ooh, you can multiply your abundance if you call out this motherfucker who is shady. If you get this dead weight out of your life. Get this dead weight out of your life. Now is a lucky time. Let's see what else, Scorpio. Ooh. Be generous of spirit. So this is finding the confidence to basically, finding the confidence to get back to your heart space instead of trying to escape it and run from it. And there's so much abundance. You can do this through your intellect, through using your brain. Maybe there's this impossibility, something you thought was impossible, finally being exposed. There is definitely something that was shady and hidden. And maybe you've been praying, or you've been, I don't know. Hold on. Tend to the small things. Yep. There was something here that was infecting how you felt about yourself. And I honestly do believe that this was somebody who was shady, because I got some energy in the Cancerian extended last week, and it did speak of Scorpio. So it's almost like Cancers kind of knew that any Scorpio in their life was going through this, but now it's become very evident to you. Very, very evident to you that there is kind of a disease that's been happening in your soul, but it's through somebody that's in your life. They've been holding you back and they've been keeping you down. They've been manipulative. In other words, they've been degrading who you are, and you've been agreeing with them. They've been telling you everything's wrong with you, and you've been agreeing with them. And you've been thinking this person is a fucking hero. Oh, they've changed so many parts of my life. They've changed so much of my existence. They've done so many wonderful things for me. They've kept you right where they want you, maybe by manipulating you through money. All this time you thought you were in control, and it was really them pulling the strings. So now it becomes very obvious who the puppet master is. I'm going to cut that shit out right now. We will get into specifics. Don't you worry. Tarot is coming. Let's see what the angels have to say, because I love their voices. Wisdom. Wisdom. That's why there's a calm about you right now. It's like you don't have to worry. Like, you're not angry at yourself. You're not even angry at this person. You're just so ready to fucking walk away. Wisdom. Everything has a place and purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. You know, I feel like it's you seeing the sickness, you understanding the illness. And that could be literal. If you've been suspecting that there's been an illness in you or in somebody that you care about, definitely get it checked. I'm just going to say that really quickly. Peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love and peace will follow. See, this could be somebody was making you doubt your love, or somebody was saying things or doing things to try to make you doubt your love, saying it was for your own good. It isn't. It's for their own good. Heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. People don't know that about Scorpio either. They make you all about sex games and stuff, and hey, that might be fun, but the truth is you are so filled with fucking love. Divine intervention. You may feel frustrated because something stalls or comes to a standstill. Okay, think about it. Think about where that pertains to your life. It's just like it felt like something had stalled, right? Progress seems painfully slow, yet this is a blessing. It is divine intervention at work, because there was a motherfucking manipulator in this hen, and you don't want to share your abundance with pieces of shit. When the timing is in perfect harmony, all will come to fruition. You've got to get the disease out before you can live your happy life. Because the disease doesn't get to come with you. It tried to hold you down and hold you back. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. Archangel Sandalphon. Don't be surprised if this Judas, just like Judas was one of Jesus' disciples. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the story. It's like your closest friends is one of your biggest enemies, one of the people that I feel like, especially if it has to do with business, there's somebody that you really honestly should not be trusting as much as you do. Let's go to tarot and I will clarify for you. The link is below. I know you know. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for your constant support. I'll see you over on Vimeo.